Hello, my name's Becky from So Much More, and today I'm going to make you a quick video about how and when to harvest pumpkins and winter squashes. Now, as you can see, my pumpkin patch is starting to die off a little bit now. The leaves are starting to become a little bit brown and they're succumbing to powdery mildew too. And this is absolutely fine, it's all part of the season. And it means that we're getting close to the time that I can harvest my pride and joy. But this guy's not quite ready yet. What we need for a winter squash is we need for it to be completely sealed. They're really, really good at storing, and they can store for an entire year if you do it right. But they need to be completely self-contained in order to be able to do this. The way that we achieve this is we wait for the vines to completely die off. Whilst the vines are still green, they're still pumping energy and nutrients into your squashes or your pumpkins. And in doing this, if we cut the stems, then we are leaving an open passageway for things to leave the pumpkin and also for infections to get in and start to rot the pumpkins or squashes away. So we really need to wait for the stems to completely die off before we can harvest them. And this guy is not quite ready yet. Now, as you might be able to see, the pumpkins and squashes in my polytunnel are a bit further ahead than the ones up in the vegetable patch at the other end, which means that some of them are ready to harvest. So let's take this beautiful little Turk's turban squash here, and we can harvest this one today. Now, the stems are well and truly dead. They are going brittle, they're very, very brown, they're shrunken, and they're starting even to go a little bit mouldy, which we don't want really. Now, this one actually has a slight break in the stem here, which again we don't really want. And when I harvest this one, what I'll probably do is just try and use it sooner rather than later. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to see where the stem is, and in this case we have a few leaf stems here, but the main stem comes down here and onwards here. Now this one's been cut because it was starting to get slightly unruly, so I cut this one earlier on in the year. So all I'm going to do is I'm going to take where the stem off of the actual squash joins the main stem, and I'm going to cut a T shape. So I'm going to cut here, and it is a little bit tricky to cut them when they are a bit dead, and these sectors are a bit well used. And then I'm going to cut on the other side as well, so that I'm going to be left with a T shape. That is an absolute beauty, and I'm going to really enjoy eating that one. If you have a frost approaching, it's worth harvesting your pumpkins or squashes anyway, even if the stems haven't died back, to save them from getting destroyed by the frost. I hope you found that video useful, and remember, squashes and pumpkins can save for a really long time, providing that you harvest them at the right time and in the right way. So enjoy those pumpkins and squashes, and I'll be back soon with more videos. Bye!